Hey everybody, back at it. Let's see if we can stop this losing streak. All kinds of nice cards in this pack. The old Glenalandra rearing her head. I think she's a little less good in this draft, or this cube rather. Always pretty good though. Wrath, Grim Monolith, Seagate, Enclave, Precursor. All these are nice. Do I overvalue this card? This pack's just really good. Maybe I overvalue Glenalandra. I don't care if I do. I like her. Taking her here. I don't fault anyone for taking Grim Monolith. But I'm gonna get back to my roots. I gotta win some more drafts. Counterspell's good. If we get one or both of these wraths to table, that'll be a very good sign. So slamming it. Got all the counterspells. Good to be back in blue. Alright. So where do we want to go? Ponder's not my favorite. Aetherling's a solid win con. Although it's hard to slip it in. A little tough on the casting. But then Ponder's just not that amazing to me. Maybe I'll just take the win con right here. Call it good. Other option is take a breeding pool. Narcolepsy isn't the greatest. Could take the off-color fetch land. Now let's try to cut blue as much as possible. And there's my D sphere. Slamming that. Oh, it just feels so right to be in blue. That last draft was horrendous. So many things went wrong. Miscalc. Glorious. Oh, all the 3 wraths in the first pack. That's gonna suck if none of those table. But 2 mana counters I put a premium on them. Route, Supreme, Wrath of God. I'd like to get at least one board wiper, and those are all pretty good ones to have. Alright, what do we have? Another counterspell? I'm pretty sure that's our pick. Alright. Fixing. Future Sight's fun, but let's take some fixing here. And now it's time to see if Wraths like to table or not. There's so much blue that pack 2 might be bad for us. Hopefully we can segue into another color. Alright, so there's a late Doomblade. Curse Catcher isn't exactly what I want to do. So we can take Seaside, potentially splash green, but I think going Esper, and yet another Wrath effect. But I'm just going to pick up this piece of spot removal. Alright, the Wrath didn't get around. So I think I'll take Seagate. I like it a little more than Enclave. I want to hold up counterspells on my turn too. Verdict? Did Verdict get around? Oh, it did. That's a relief. That's a good card to get around to us. Yeah, so just some one mana white removal spells would be good. If Condemn gets around, we're set. Our defensive shell is there. Alright. So we could add green fixing all good to go. But I think I'll just take the narcolepsy. It's not the best removal in the world, but it'll do. Well, maybe we should have taken some green fixing. I guess I'll take the Menariki Gusari. Ooh, route! Nice. Yeah, what more could you ask for? Just a few more pieces of spot removal. Alright. What is this? Okay, I hope we finish by then. Not looking at the Gilded Lotus. Teferi? That's not Ox Diamond. I've just never liked the Moxes that much. Well, as far as the Moxes where you have to discard or imprint. Progenitus and Eureka in the same pack. So we're going to have to hate on one of those if they get around. Which isn't hard to do in a pack like this. We'll just have to give up a little fixing. But I guess Teferi's fine. Alright, ooh. Resto. Such a versatile card. Resets Glenalandra, resets Seagate. Those are both good. Maybe we'll get some mediocre counterspells to table. Worn Powerstone. Yeah, ooh, or a Wasteland or a Tech Edge. I'd take one of those. In fact, I'd probably take those over anything else. But we'll take Resto. A nice card. Sword. Everything's just coming together. Pretty clear. Seal Cleanse would be a nice card to get around to us. Maybe Opposition. So we play Oust. Into the Royal. In the Royal's okay. Both these cards are kind of a similar effect. Temporary solutions. Take Electrolyze for a probable red splash, or we have Doomblade. Let's just take Oust. We have a good amount of counter spells where it gets a little better. Same with Into the Royal in that regard. Yeah, let's take Into the Royal. It'll give us one more catch-all outside of Detention Sphere. Face Feathers. Yet another piece of catch-all. Perfect. Archangel. It's okay. The 3 toughness is a bit of a downside to it. I'll take the Face Feathers. Looter isn't ideal. And I think I want to splash black. In which case, maybe I'll just take Baleful Strix. Another nice interaction with Resto. At the very least, I can draw a card. And 3 counterspells is enough. I don't need the Undermine. And not the biggest fan of Bitter Blossom. I'll take the Strix. Looter's fine, but we don't get a lot of value from discarding. Rather just have the hard draw. I've just not been thrilled with the Smokestack. Days? Maybe I'm just taking Rugged Prairie. This is more potential splashing. Daze is okay though. Yeah, let's just take all the counter spells. Counter everything. Get ahead, stay ahead. Free? It's a fine beater. 8.5 tails is pretty good too. A little more utility to it. Yeah, let's play 8.5 tails. It's pretty mana intensive. That's the only downside. Alright, I'm just gonna hate this. Someone took Eureka. None of these other cards are that great for us. Grasslands is okay. I think I gotta go Tech Edge. It's nice to have an answer to lands. I'm not the biggest fan of these bounce lands. And we didn't take Rugged Prairie. Not like I want to play Chandra anyway. 2 bounce lands is a little risky for us. I guess I'll take Syrian Blood. And Spectral. Not bad. Undermine, got around. So we need to get a few more win cons. Low drop removal, and good fixing. If we want to play this Doomblade and Undermine. Alright. Well, there's my All-Star Metamorph. Better with Resto. Awesome on its own. Mary is fine. Capsize is... I've had mixed results with it. It can lock up a game if it goes real late. Thassa's potentially really good. Although not very good for us. Let's take Metamorph. Hard to beat it. Oh, there's a Master of Waves. Catastrophe. Lightning Helix. What kind of devotion can we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I haven't played with it, and I hear it's good against red decks. And it's also good with Resto. Get more tokens for free. Maybe Catastrophe gets around. Volcanic Island could be good. Let's try out this Master. Not a... Ooh. What am I talking about? Not a whole lot here. Sphinxes? I think we gotta take that. It's not the best in a draft, but we have next to no draw outside of it. Just a little creature draw here and there. Stonecloaker is pretty decent as well. We'll take the Revelation. Ooh, I can't pass up a balance. Strip Mine, Caves, Thirst. These are all things I'd like to have. But balance is just devastating, especially when you're playing low creature count like us. If I had that red splash, I'd probably take conscripts. I still might. Weathered Wayfarer is okay. Actually, it gets a little better. I think I'm gonna take conscripts though. I highly doubt we'll splash it, but it's so good with Resto. And it can just steal games. I'm just going to have to counter Armageddon type effects. Alright, here is where we're going to have to take fixing. We have enough catch-alls where we don't need dischance and the like. Cascade Bluffs is welcomed. Might not be able to play black, but then Soren shows up and makes a case for us to play black as well. So we'll slam it. Our fixing is not the greatest. Day of Judgment, nice. Frantic Search, also decent. Verdict is all we have for Wrath. I think I want another one. Well, Verdict and Balance. Silver Knight isn't required. We'll probably play Master of Waves main. Frantic Search, that's tempting. But I'm going to take the Wrath. Thassa, that's a good 3-drop. Pushes us more towards that devotion. Catastrophe, sure. Don't need the green or the green. Probably not going to play Catastrophe. Bit slow. Reflecting Pool. It's okay. I think I'd rather just have a Stone Cloaker though. Fill out our 3-drop. And it gives us a way to interact with graveyards, which we currently don't have. I think Stone Cloaker's got a little bump in value this cube. Sneak attack? I think we're just going to take that away from people. Not too keen on Lightning Tutor. With Wayfarer, nice. That's a good card for us. I think I need the Lotus Bloom. We'll just take this. And a Raincore. No one's going green beats. Alright. So I think there's a decent deck in the midst of all this. Our mana could be a whole lot better. And I think I'm going to have to cut black. And I'm not too sad about it. Route? Oh, we got Route too. We got all kinds of Wrath effects. Narcolepsy? Probably not going to need Narcolepsy. Although it's decent to help our devotion. Oh, we do kind of want to play Soren. Soren's fun. Oh, we're at 26, like this. Maybe we just want to go straight blue-white. Keep it simple. So, Spectral, not needed here. Narcolepsy, don't think we need it. And I kind of like Daze, but I think we can just stick that in the board. Hinder, Miscal, Counterspell. Got one piece of spot removal. Well, I guess Faith Feathers, Detention Sphere, they count too. 3 Wrath effects. This deck looks pretty solid. We could do without the Weathered Wayfarer. Since we're just playing... Well, it helps us hit our land drops if we're behind. Still decent. At the very worst, it's a chump blocker. Or something that eats a removal spell. Yeah, this looks fine. This is my only reservation. Or reluctance to call it good. Whatever phrasing you choose. could add a Daze. Daze gets... Well, both these cards get pretty bad late game. Maybe just want to play Narcolepsy, but then it's a little redundant when we just, are buying time for a Wrath. Other option is to actually splash for Zealous Conscripts. I'd rather play a red splash than the black Silica for Sorin. And if we are splashing, Weather Wayfarer helps that. So I think I'll just call it good. Bring in the Tech Edge. Don't even want to play that. Play Fortress. Yeah, our mana could be a whole lot better. Which gives us more reason to just play 2-color. 7 and 8? Sure. Alrighty. Call that good, and I'll see you for round 1.